Hi guys, ThomasFriends47 here, and today I'm doing a very special video. I'm going to show you my train layout. But before we get to that, I would like to say thank you to the mail train for suggesting this video, and thank you for giving me feedback. I always like to hear feedback from fans and just know what you guys want to see next. So here it is. Alright, before I get started, this is my Crocs Scrapyard custom. I'll go over this a little bit more in detail once we finish the full layout. And then up here is the gift wrap that I shown you in a recent review. I put it in a picture frame. I love, love, love it. So let's move on to the train layout. Now I'm going to give you an overview first. Right here. So you can see that we have the whole table. I'm just going to go slowly around. And then we get into the rail yard. And the rail yard is probably one of my favorite parts of the whole layout. Alrighty. So, another thing that just got recently added to this layout is the underneath part of the layout, which is right here. Used to, this was all storage space for boxes, but what I've found is that, to save a lot of space and get more of those trains in, I've put it under the table. Now there's a light there, but I don't have the drop cord running to it, and it looks tacky, so I'm not going to mess with that. But this is a good way to get those big train sets that won't fit on the tabletop down here, and the least realistic ones, the lesser realistic ones where it appears kind of realistic down here, it doesn't have to be. It's just for show down here, then the good stuff up here. So let's move on. Alright, so I decided that this part of the layout was going to be industrial, meaning that Brendam docks, freight yards, sidings, if I can talk today, sheds, that kind of thing, all that would be here. So let me place you down on the table. I can't see how this is looking, so I'm just gonna, oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, so this full portion of the layout, like I said, is all industrial. So we have sidings, this was the shed I was talking about, and then this crane is actually power trains, just been modified with a real chain hook, and of course a light, kind of to look like the dockside crane that was seen in the Flying Kipper. And you can see there, just shines a patch of light so that when it unloads, light's actually facing that way. To the left, over here, we have an RC cranky. Probably one of my favorite crankies. Well, definitely my favorite cranky ever made. And then down here on the key side, we have Kevin. And then in the back here is the Sodor Ironworks that I built myself. Now, going to the right, you'll see, oops, a little bit farther right. This is my freight yard, and it's probably definitely one of my favorite parts of the layout. And I'm just going to bend down so you can see me here. And the reason why this is my favorite part is because this is where all the action happens. Up here, we have trains running, or I have trains running, but this is where the shunting, the building trains, the breaking down trains, and I don't mean, putting, like, the engines together, I mean placing cars so that trains can just pull out. And I'm going to give you an overview later of this. And then next, we're going to go over to this side. Another thing that you'll notice, which is probably one of my favorite parts of this room, all of this is closet space. I'm not going to open these right now. They're a little bit junky. But from this wall to this wall, it's nothing but closets. And from here down is trains. From here up is storage. And this helps a lot because I came from a smaller room, smaller house, to all this train storage. I can have trains galore, which is what I love. So, definitely one of my favorite parts of this room. Alright, so here's an overview of the rail yard. Long shot view. And then just a little bit better view here. And next I'm going to place you right. So, you can see right here, I have the sidings going up through the middle of the layout. That was actually not originally planned. Let me turn this light off because that's shining the camera, that was not originally planned. At first, all of this was here. And so, just recently, because I had to move the table down, I put the sidings in the middle, and that does look pretty good. And then a lot of you will notice this signal if you're TWR fans. It's a Thomas Wind Railway signal. Base removed, and now it's Trackmaster signal. Works just as well. Luckily, all the wiring was up at the top. So, again, very, very cool. And we have Henry waiting here with his slow goods. Now, this portion of the layout is probably the least exciting out of all of them. It's just a loop. Signal box, junction, that's it. I mean, there's nothing really else to this except what I just said. And I will give you an overview, and then we're going to go to a portion of layout that doesn't really involve trains that much. Yep, it's right down there. It's actually a water table, so it looks like, you know, ocean. You can pretty much tell by looking at it. And then right there, I have a signal gantry, which I built myself. Not the best thing in the world, but not the worst either. Oh, and, of course, Harold the helicopter, flying and inspecting the island. Then down underneath, we have the under-the-table layout, which actually was not, like I said, it wasn't originally planned, but it's something that does well. So, basically, what this is the avalanche escape set in the background, the castle set here, and it's just been modified a bit because I didn't like the engines going down this hill. I've actually reworked it so that it goes in a little loop, turns around here instead of turning around on this line. And that's pretty much it for down here. There's not much detail, but like I said, it's more of a for looks thing than realistic. And to be honest, that is about it for my train layout here. I hope that you've liked this look. Oh, and one more. Right here, this is Croc's Scrapyard. And I will be doing a video on it by itself, but here's just an overview. Alright. Alright, so thank you for watching this video of my train layout. I hope that you enjoyed it, and thank you, Meltrain, again, for suggesting this video. I hope you all like this. Alright, visit our social media pages. Like, comment, rate, and subscribe. This is Thomas and Friends 47, signing off. Bye, everybody.